I'll give you some examples. Just give me one. Give me one. We'll talk about one. One singular example. I eat a granola bar. Oops, got banned. Um, they spent $93 billion. No, that's not something that was wasted. You're, no. You just gave me a summary of the fact that money was wasted. I asked you for an example of what the waste is. I don't want to hear, like, we've already come to the conclusion that your argument is that money is being wasted. I think that's pretty obvious. What is being wasted on what? Like, sorry, the money is being wasted on what specifically? That's fine, I don't know. I can go through. Yeah. Well, why can't you just say what it is? It should be easy, right? Oh, I said this before, but I'll say it again. Um, I have. Oh, wait a second. What's happening? Nothing. Okay. Well, I have a new channel. We have a new channel on Rumble. It's probably going to be maybe tomorrow or the day after. We're going to be broadcasting on there. Today was my test run to make sure to see if it would work. And so that's the plan. We got 6,000 followers. Damn, we already gave 1,000. We already have 7,000 followers. That's a lot. That's a fucking lot. Damn. So yeah, it's just Asmongold. So how many? So basically, you think he wasted money? Is that it? The lobster tails and the king crab on ribeye steak. Oh. So is that it? The lobster tails and the steak? $13,000, $139,000 on donuts. So, is that it? There's more? Okay. Oh, that's a special sound. That's a very special sound. Wow. I mean, there's got to be something more than that, right? Million in furniture, fruit basket stands, and Herman Miller recliners. Apple devices. Okay. Let me know whenever you're okay. Those items drew widespread criticism. All right, let me address each one of them then, because like you're just copy pasting. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock it out. Number one, I'm gonna ask you a question. How many people are inside of the military? How many people are inside the military? Because you're obviously looking at you're Googling, right? Grok, that's share. No, I get it. I get it. How many people are inside the military? Millions? There's 1.4 million people. So let's look at the donut, for example. So $124,000 in ice cream machines. Do you think that if you want to give soldiers ice cream machines, $124,000 to serve 1 million plus soldiers would be a sufficient amount of money to afford those ice cream machines? So you have 1 million people and you want to make sure people have ice cream machines. Do you think spending $100,000 is sufficient to meet the needs of that many people with ice cream machines? Do you think he's qualified? No. Now we're shifting. We're shifting now. Oh no, we're going to talk about the money that's being spent. Because we're going to talk about these ice cream machines. We're going to get right down to business with these ice cream machines, okay? So no. We're not going anywhere. Do you think that $138,000 spent for ice cream machines is sufficient for serving 1 million people? No, if everybody's soldiers would want ice cream, it costs more. So then he's not wasting the money, right? Right? I mean, so you're saying like that's that's an example. So you gave me an example of something that you pre-flighted and you said that he's wasting our money, but now you're saying that it's not a waste of money. It's not that deep. Yeah, I mean, so how's that work? I'm not sure how that works. Waste is a matter of opinion. I asked if you thought it was a waste. No, you didn't. You presupposed that it was a waste in your original question. That's not true. I'll scroll up and I'll show you. What do you think about Pete Hegseth wasting all your money? That's not a question. That's a statement. I don't think it's a waste of money at all. Okay, now you're asking my opinion. I don't think it's a waste of money at all. I think that when you look at the 1.4 million enlisted troops that are in the army that are all benefiting from this, I think the amount of money is spent is fractional and almost nothing. I think the same people that said that $9 billion being pissed away in just Michigan for Somalian fraud, overwhelmingly Somalian fraud, and this is some kind of not really that big of a deal that, oh, there's fraud everywhere. Like, imagine what $22 million is compared to $9 billion. I mean, it's a rounding error, really. It's nothing even remotely close to that. So it's literally less than 1%. So whenever I think about making sure the soldiers and the people that are fighting to keep the country safe and to serve the country in the best of their ability, and you might not agree with the current wars. You might not think that, we should be in Iran. You might not think that we should be doing X or Y thing. But the reality is that the people that are serving in the military are serving the United States. And they're doing so in a way that I think puts their lives on the line. And I think that every once in a while, giving them a little bit extra and giving them a nice meal is something, honestly, I think we should be doing that more. I think we should be doing more of that. We should be paying for more lobster meals. There should be more steak dinners. There should be more ice cream machines. There should be more grand pianos. Because these people don't need to live like, they don't need to live like gladiators, right? They don't need to live like slaves. They should live like they're really treated properly because they're putting their lives on the line to keep our country safe. So I don't think that Pete Hegseth is wasting any of our money. I think that he's wasting, if anything, not enough of it. And I think the truth is that if you balance the budget in the Pentagon, the amount of money spent to give these different sailors and these fighters the amount of food that they would need to feel like they were taken care of would be a rounding error. It would be a rounding error if you balance the budget for the Pentagon. So as much as I agree with, like him spending the money, I think that they should try to save money in other regards. But that doesn't mean that them spending money to make the soldiers feel like they're taken care of and respected is a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. I think it's something that we should do a lot more. I think that whenever you really look at the numbers and the amount of money spent, right? So, like, if you think about it, 15 million on a ribeye steak. Is a ribeye steak $15? No, it's more than that. So, if you're serving it to 1 million people, that means that you got a ribeye steak for less than $15. I would say that's within the realm of reasonable price. Just think about it. And that's the highest one. 6 million on lobster tail. That's less than that. It's a good deal. Yeah, it is. So you just, like, again, these are numbers that are presented without context in order for them to seem extreme. Like Pete Hegseth spent $15 million on steaks for himself. No, he spent it for enlisted military. That's Lebanon. Damn. I will look more into it. Please do. Go ahead. Everyone, you want to seems like Colbert lied to me. Well, because Colbert is a partisan hack, and he's a retard. Every single media personality right now is running with the story that Pete Hegseth is spending all of your money on lobster dinners for himself and surf and turfs. The fact is that he paid for it for the entire military, and I think it's a great use of the money. And if, in my opinion, if you think it's not, then that's not very American, in my opinion, right? I mean, these guys are serving, protecting the fucking country, right? They're putting their lives on the line. We can't buy them a steak dinner every once in a while. What the fuck are you talking about? We're the richest country in the world. We absolutely can. Especially whenever we have all this money to save, to give foreign aid to Somalia. Colbert, all of the other late night show hosts are just complete parasites, and every single one of them is a piece of shit. Except for Conan. I don't think he's around anymore, though. Where's the outrage for Biden administrations and also spent a lot on luxury food items for military members? It's partisan politics. There's nothing wrong with what they did. It's just people that hate the soldiers. They're doing a terrorist attack.